What is up, nation? It's Isaiah coming at you live. But yeah, I'm here to record my review for Sleeping Beauties, the latest Stephen King, Owen King collaboration for Philip DeFranco's book club. This is gonna be sweet. So let's do this. So yeah, Sleeping Beauties. What I liked about this book. Well, see, the thing that really caught my eye was the premise. I mean, this just idea of it. It was just so interesting to me. I have a friend who, when I told him this idea, that sounds, he was like, that's odd, but okay, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm really interested in checking this out. Phil said it was a good recommendation, so I'm listening to it. And I gotta say, like, the premise was interesting, but the way it was all written and the characters were all so engaging that this book, which was 25 hours long, the audiobook, 25 hours long, I was able to get through it in about 8 days, which is insane. Like, usually it takes me, for a 25-hour long book, it takes me like a month to get through that, 24 hours or longer. It takes like a month. And yet I was able to get through this in 8 days. 7 to 8 days. It was just amazing. I couldn't put it down. I was just so engaged into what I was seeing. Not saying reading. It was just so entertaining and so just gripping. So let's hear about it. The main characters are. What I loved is that the book kept jumping around from multiple points. Like, every character was basically the main character, and some people don't like that. I personally like that. I love it when it kind of encompasses the entirety of this one area, and we can see how everyone is connected in every other way. It was all so, interesting. Clint, the main character, essentially, he himself was intriguing. Like, the more we learned about him, the more interesting he became. I mean, obviously. And the relationship with his wife, Lila, the sheriff, was just intrigued. Like, it was just so heartwarming and nice, I felt. No spoilers, of course, but I was a little disappointed, just a tad, with how it ended up. How their relationship kind of ended up at the end. Like, I really hope that they pull through at the end. I also really like how there's not really an antagonist. Frank is the closest thing to an antagonist, but again, the way it's written, you see his point of view entirely. Like, you see his character, and while you may not necessarily agree with him, you do see exactly where he's coming from, and you can understand him. A lot of people had a problem with the ending. Like, I looked on Audible.com on the reviews there, and there was one guy who said that the ending was awful. The worst. Like, it ruined the book. Me personally, I thought it was a bittersweet, nice kind of ending. I'm curious to know what you thought, Phil. What did you think about it? How did you feel at the end? No, without giving into spoilers, of course. Whew. That's the first time I did that. Alright, nation. I will see you next month, hopefully.